What if I told you that millions of people across the globe quietly daydream about living a life they'll never fully admit to? A life where the sun feels just a little warmer, where strangers greet you like old friends, and where freedom isn't just a word, but a way of being. The truth is, whether they say it out loud or not, the world secretly wants to be Australian. Why? That's exactly what we're about to uncover. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might catch yourself wondering if you're secretly one of them. And if you're watching this from outside Australia, drop your country in the comments. I want to see just how far this hidden envy really spreads. Number 1. The lifestyle everyone pretends not to want. When most people picture Australia, they imagine endless beaches, barbecues, and an easygoing vibe. And here's the shocking part. They're not wrong. While other countries push a culture of hustle and grind, Australians have mastered the art of balance. Think about it. Work-life balance isn't just a slogan here, it's baked into the culture. Aussies are famous for valuing their weekends, their time outdoors, and let's be honest, their ability to just chill. But here's the twist most outsiders don't realize. That laid-back attitude is exactly what makes the rest of the world jealous. And let's not forget the food culture. Imagine starting your day with smashed avo on toast while sipping some of the best coffee in the world. It might sound small, but it's part of a bigger picture. Australians know how to savor life. But here's where it gets interesting. This relaxed lifestyle isn't just about beaches and coffee. This relaxed lifestyle hides a much deeper reason the world envies Australians. Number 2. Nature that feels like another planet. Here's the part that blows people's minds. Australia's nature isn't just beautiful, it's surreal. Nearly 80% of the animals here aren't found anywhere else on Earth. That means when you walk into the outback, you're basically stepping into a living sci-fi film. Think about it. Kangaroos that hop across city suburbs, koalas napping like professional sleep athletes, and spiders so large they make the internet lose its shit every time someone posts a photo. Love it or fear it, that wild uniqueness sparks endless fascination. Australia is home to beaches so bright they look photoshopped, deserts that glow red at sunset, and the Great Barrier Reef, the only living structure on Earth visible from space. No wonder millions of people secretly fantasize about waking up with that kind of natural wonder in their backyard. Here's the kicker. While much of the world is stuck in concrete jungles, Australians casually share drone shots of coastlines that look like postcards. And every time those images go viral, people start whispering the same thing. I wish that was me. Drop a wave emoji in the comments if you'd trade your city traffic for an Australian beach sunrise. But if you think nature envy is strong, wait until you realize just how much of Australia has already seeped into your life, without you even noticing. Number 3. Aussie culture that took over the world. Here's the sneaky part. You may not live in Australia, but Australia already lives in your culture. Music? Some of the world's biggest names, AC/DC, Sia, Iggy Azalea, 5 Seconds of Summer, all Aussie exports. Film? Chris Hemsworth and Margot Robbie are literally Hollywood royalty now. But it doesn't stop at celebrities. Australian slang like mate, no worries, or arvo is constantly going viral on TikTok. People all over the world copy it for fun, but here's the thing. Behind the laughs, there's an undertone of envy. Because deep down, those words represent a lifestyle outsiders wish they had. Playful, casual, unbothered. And let's talk food. From Tim Tams sneaking into supermarkets worldwide to the infamous Vegemite challenge that pops up on YouTube every few months, Aussie flavors are making waves. Even avocado toast, the breakfast that launched 1,000 Instagram accounts, started right here. It's cultural soft power at its finest. Without realizing it, millions are already living a little bit Australian. If you've ever quoted an Aussie movie line or tried Vegemite just for the experience, comment guilty below. And yet, culture and beaches are just scratching the surface. Number 4. The social systems everyone wishes they had. Here's the part outsiders rarely talk about but quietly crave, Australia's safety nets. In a world where medical bills can ruin lives, Australians casually visit doctors without the same crushing fear of debt. Then there's education. International students flood Aussie universities every year, not just for the degree, but because the system itself feels accessible and modern. Add in the fact that Australia consistently ranks high in global quality of life indexes, and suddenly you realize people aren't just jealous of the beaches, they're jealous of the peace of mind. And let's not forget politics. While every country has its scandals, Australia has something many dream of: compulsory voting. Here, elections aren't dominated by tiny turnouts. It's every citizen having their say. Australians often downplay all this, joking about politics or complaining about the weather, while outsiders quietly think, if only we had that. Quick question. If you'd trade one stress in your country for Australia's no-worries vibe, tell me what it is in the comments. But here's where the jealousy turns into shock. Because beyond the lifestyle and systems, Australia hides things that feel almost unbelievable. Number 5. The wait, what? Factor. Let's be honest, most people think they know Australia. Beaches, kangaroos, and accents. But here's where it gets crazy. The little-known facts that make outsiders' jaws drop. Did you know that Australia once had a prime minister who literally vanished? Harold Holt disappeared while swimming in 1967 and was never found. To this day, it fuels conspiracy theories worldwide. Or this. Wi-Fi, the very thing you're probably using to watch this video, was pioneered by Australians. And get this. Australia is one of the only countries with a pink lake. Yep, Lake Hillier looks like something out of a cartoon. Bubblegum pink water that scientists say comes from algae, but it still feels like magic. These kinds of facts hit differently. If at least one of those made you say, wait, what? Out loud, smash that like button so I know I'm not alone. Number 6. Rumors, theories, and hidden influence. Here's the part that really sparks curiosity. Australia might look like a laid-back island, but whispers suggest it punches far above its weight in ways most people never notice. Take billionaires, for example. From mining tycoons to tech innovators, Australia quietly produces moguls who wield global influence, yet rarely make headlines the way American or European billionaires do. It's almost as if Aussies prefer to keep their power under the radar. That low-key dominance only fuels speculation. If they're this quiet, how much more influence do they really have? Then there's Australia's role in global politics. Officially, it's the middle power. But behind the scenes, its intelligence networks and military alliances put it at the center of global strategy. Outsiders who stumble across this fact often ask, wait, why don't we hear more about that? Maybe that's the point. Even cultural myths feed into the envy. From the viral videos of Aussies wrestling crocodiles or brushing off massive spiders like it's nothing, to the global obsession with the phrase Aussie toughness, the world has built a kind of legend around Australians. Whether it's fact or exaggeration doesn't matter. What matters is the fascination it creates. Tell me in the comments, do you think Aussies really are the toughest people on Earth, or is it just great storytelling? But envy isn't only born from rumors of power or toughness. It's also about something much simpler. The way ordinary people around the world openly admit their secret wish to live the Aussie dream. Number 7. Voices from around the world. Scroll through forums, Reddit threads, or TikTok comments, and you'll find the same confession over and over again. If I could move anywhere, it'd be Australia. Some talk about escaping harsh winters for year-round sunshine. Others mention the friendliness of locals, describing encounters where Aussies treated them like family after 5 minutes of conversation. And countless international students share stories about arriving in Australia, planning to stay for just a semester, only to fall in love with the lifestyle and never want to leave. One viral comment thread on a travel blog even read like a chorus of envy. People from Canada, Brazil, India, and Germany all debating how to get a visa, joking about marrying an Aussie just to secure citizenship. It wasn't just funny, it was telling, because envy isn't abstract. It's right there in black and white, written by real people who openly admit, Australia feels like freedom. If you're watching this from outside Australia, drop your flag emoji in the comments. I want to see where this hidden envy is strongest. And as you watch these voices stack up, it leads to one unavoidable thought. Maybe the rest of the world isn't just jealous of Australians. Maybe they're quietly planning to join them. Number 8. The resilience everyone wishes they had. Here's something people envy but rarely admit. Australians don't just live in a stunning country, they survive it. Think about it. Bushfires, floods, deadly animals, heat waves. And yet Aussies always bounce back with a sense of humor the rest of the world can't help but admire. After disasters that would break most nations, you'll see Aussies joking about barbecuing through the smoke or making memes about crocodiles in their backyard. This resilience has become part of the global fascination. It's not just toughness, it's the ability to face chaos with a grin. Outsiders look at that and think, I wish my country could handle problems like that. If you think resilience is one of the greatest forms of strength, type strong in the comments. But toughness isn't the only thing the world envies, because there's another side of Australian life that unites people more than politics, culture, or even beaches. Number 9. The sport and unity that brings everyone together. In Australia, sport isn't just entertainment, it's identity. From cricket that unites millions, to rugby matches that feel like battles, to surfing that defines entire coastal towns, Australians live and breathe their games, and when their athletes step onto the world stage, whether it's Ash Barty dominating tennis, Kathy Freeman's legendary Olympic run, or the unstoppable Aussie swimmers, it feels like the whole nation rallies behind them. That kind of unity is rare. In many countries, sports are just hobbies. In Australia, they're threads that tie society together. Outsiders see that passion and secretly crave it, because sport here isn't about winning, it's about belonging. Tell me your favorite sport in the comments, and if you've ever cheered for an Aussie athlete, admit it now. Number 10, the global magnet effect. Here's the ultimate reason. While the rest of the world is daydreaming, thousands are making the leap. Australia is one of the most in-demand destinations for immigrants, international students, and tourists who never want to leave. Each year, applications to move here skyrocket, with people trading everything they know for a shot at the Aussie dream. And it's not just numbers. Ask expats, and they'll tell you the same thing. They came for school, work, or a holiday, and ended up staying because Australia felt like home. That's the magnet effect. It's not just envy anymore, it's action. If you've ever thought about packing your bags and moving to another country, tell me where in the comments. I'm curious how many of you would pick Australia. So there it is, 10 reasons the world secretly wants to be Australian. It's the lifestyle that feels freer, the nature that looks otherworldly, and the culture that slips into our music and slang without us noticing. It's the systems that make life feel secure, the wait, what, facts that shock outsiders, and the whispers of hidden toughness that fuel legends. It's the resilience that makes the world pause in admiration, the passion for sport that unites an entire nation, and the global magnet that keeps drawing people in. If any of these 10 reasons made you think, yep, that's the life I want, hit subscribe. You won't want to miss the next video. Drop your country's flag in the comments so we can see just how global this secret envy really is. And if you're Australian, let everyone else know. What's the one thing about your country outsiders really should envy? Because here's the twist. Maybe the rest of the world doesn't just secretly want to be Australian. Maybe deep down, they already are, at least a little. Thanks for watching. See you in the comments.